Alright, so hello. We're doing our group project on the importance of maintaining physical activity and social interactions. So I'm Saima, and then my other group members are Michaela, Jenna, Danny, and Vienna. So physical activity. Regular physical activity is beneficial to all ages and genders. It provides significant health benefits for the heart, body, and mind, which we'll get into later. And then physical activity doesn't need to be strenuous to achieve health benefits, so kind of just go at your own pace. It includes all activities, doesn't matter of the intensity, so they could be longer sessions with moderate intensity. So for example, like walking, or you can have shorter sessions with more vigorous activities, so like fast stair walking. And then also reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety. And that's that's a picture of you guys pre-COVID going on a bike ride.
So my name is Jenna, and I'm going to talk about the benefits of physical activity. Some benefits include preventing diseases, improving mental health, maintaining independence, providing social engagement, improving cognitive function, reducing the risk of falling, assisting in lowering blood pressure, helping control swelling in the joints with arthritis, and maintaining healthy bones, joints, and muscles.
So here we have a few examples listed of how you can achieve those benefits Jenna just listed off. As you can see, some of these activities require specialized equipment or areas like swimming, you would need a pool, or a body of water, or pickleball, you might need a special area. But there are some that you can do in the comfort of your own home or around your own neighborhood. For example, you could take a long walk, you could bundle up now and head out for a little bit with a neighbor as long as you're socially distanced. Or you could start a garden in the warmer months. These are just different ways to get your heart rate elevated and get those benefits of physical activity. But there are many, many more opportunities available as well. Too many to list. And then on this slide, we highlighted some of the physical activities available for the Senior Center in the month of December. As you can see, we have Tai Chi, sit and stretch classes, yoga, and a shape up and workout. So some of these classes, like the Tai Chi and yoga on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, are only available if you come into the Senior Center, but because of COVID, if you're uncomfortable with that, we did highlight some of the classes that are hybrid. So if you can see this Zoom logo, that means they are offered both in person and through Zoom lessons that can be accessed through the Senior Center website.
Hi, I'm Vienna. I'm going to talk about social interaction. So social interaction is important for your overall health, and this includes interaction with family, friends, and neighbors. And it's because loneliness is associated with high rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide. But if people maintain close relationships and participate in social interactions, they live longer than those who are isolated. So grab a coffee and go for a walk. COVID safe.
So some benefits of social interaction include lowering the risk of dementia, forming relationships, receiving and providing support to others, improving mental health, preventing social isolation and loneliness, and maintaining cognitive abilities. And we also found that studies have shown social interaction among seniors have increased immune systems, allowing them to fight off colds, flus, and other ailments more easily. They also tend to have better eating habits, as social gatherings tend to incorporate food in meals.
Hello, my name is Danny, and I'm going to be talking about productive aging and how peer influences affects retirement. So there are 3 factors that this study looked at, and that was social isolation, loneliness, and living alone. And it was found that all 3 factors have a significant influence on the risk of premature death equal to or greater than the risk of other factors. Chronic diseases such as obesity, smoking, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a sedentary lifestyle. We found that having friendships and strong emotional ties are predictors of increased longevity and an increased quality of life. People who retire in place are less likely to maintain the high level of social participation that is common among residents of retirement communities. So by being surrounded by peers of a similar age, this promotes camaraderie and a feeling of belonging. So these are some activities that promote social interaction that the Windsor Senior Center offers. They have a wide variety of special interest groups, such as French Club, where you can work on speaking French and your pronunciation of the French language. They also have Rolo and Romeo, which are retired old ladies eating out and retired old men eating out. So these groups meet once a week on Thursdays. The ladies go to Friendly's and the gentlemen go to Bart's Restaurant. But we also have coffee talk on Thursdays. They've got bingo games on Fridays that you can attend in person or virtually. And then they can have guest speakers as well, someone special like a veteran on Veterans Day.
So these are some of the December social events. So we have coffee talks on Tuesdays and Fridays. There's a craft hour on Wednesday at 1 p.m. or every Wednesday. And then Friday we have bingo, and that's at 1 p.m. And then there's a conference call bingo on Zoom. So there was one on the 7th, and there's another one on the 21st at 1. And then there's also a coffee talk and holiday breakfast on the 18th at 9:30 a.m. And then end the year with a New Year's celebration on the 31st at 11 a.m.
All right, so now we're gonna work on a chair fitness video, and I'm Michaela.
And I'm Danny.
And we're gonna do this with you guys, so feel free to grab a sturdy chair and join along with us.
Vital to have a good stretch for the next 9 stretches. First thing is get your posture up. So we're gonna sit up tall in the chair. Scoot your bottom back in the chair, that can help a lot. And then shoulders back, chin up. If you look at Bob, you must have good posture. Can you demonstrate poor posture, Bob? Yeah, and then we're gonna get up. The next thing is once you get good posture, if you happen to have some core strength issues for whatever reason, you may wanna have a pillow behind your back that help you maintain the posture. Right, you know, because some people with, after a stroke or something, may not be able to hold that throughout the whole
That really does
program.
put you in a good position.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to do that if you need to. Next is take a deep breath in. And we're going to do diaphragmatic breathing, Bob. You're going to let your stomach go out, let muscles relax in your nose, and exhale out your mouth. And it's going to be not fast, but slow. And do 3 of those before we get going. It's going to really get you ready for the
A
program.
lot of people do it in through the nose and then out through the mouth to do pursed lips.
Pursed lips,
Like you're blowing out a candle.
right. So it kind of restricts it out a little bit. And there's some reasons into that we're not going to.
Breathing's really good for you.
Right.
I mean, deep breathing.
Breathing's good too. Okay, we're going to start on the top and work down to the feet. So first thing is neck rotation, right, then to left. You can go left to right. It really doesn't matter as long as you go both directions.
Really good posture. You don't want to be like this and going like this.
Right. Precisely, Bob. Now, repetitions, you can start out if you want to do like 5 or 6 repetitions, but eventually you want to build up to 10. It's a good number for repetitions on this.
It's a good one for me to do today.
Oh, I'm a little tight. You are, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. It's kind of cold out. That's sure. Okay, next thing we're going to do is shoulders.
I like going backwards.
Well, I was just going to suggest to do both.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. But if you only like one direction, that's fine. But big circles. You know, if I were to put a dot right here on Bob Blue's shirt to make it look like you're making big circles, that gets your scapular moving, which gets all those upper trap and middle trap and lower trap, all those muscles that have a tendency to get real tight and limit your breathing. Okay, then we're going to go to rowing. So it's out like this, pretend you're in a boat and you're going to roll, but really work those oars on that boat so the shoulder blades are going to come together. You're going to pull way back so your fists.
So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together when I'm
there.
pulling.
Yes, yes. There you go.
Oh, stood up the camera there, didn't I?
Oh, got them out of focus, huh? Well, we're going to do 10 of these as well.
I bet you she wasn't made for me to
Cut
go
your head
out.
off, huh?
Yeah.
That's all right. We don't miss that part. There we go. Now, the next thing, do the hands. Just bring your hands out in front of you. Open up those fingers as wide as you can. Oh, yeah. Bob's got a permanent addition. Upatrons, yeah. We did a video on that. You can look it up if you want to see details. Now make a fist, not a tight fist, and then go down and up with your wrist and start all over. Open, close, down, up. Open, close, down, up. I can make music, huh? Well, maybe not metronome or something like that. Okay, do 10 of those. Okay? Now the next thing is seated marching. So bring your knees up as high as you can and just try to relax everything up. This is one where it's hard to maintain good posture, but you're the best you can.
You're actually working your core a little bit.
Oh yeah, yep, hip flexors, a little
Feel your
core.
stomach, it's
Yeah.
working.
Yep, you're after that. Yep, my six pack is just a working there. Right. Wow. Okay, should we carry on?
1K.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, if you count 1, 2, 3, if you do it that way, you go up to 20, that would be 10 out of that. You don't have to start at that many, you can go half that long. Next thing, this is a nice one. It looks like kind of simple, but it is nice because it works the hips out and back. And, you know, if you got some music going, this is a nice one you can really, you know, kind of like a little foot stomp.
Sit down, ladies, sing this song.
We want to have our people view, not turn them off. All right, each other here. Yeah. All right, next one, kicks. Okay, just simply kick straight out. And when you do this, kind of hold it just for a half a second and bring it down.
Do a little hamstring stretch that way.
Oh yeah, you have to get quadricep strengthening, hamstring flexibility, and show them. I don't like it if they do this. You know.
Oh, bouncing. Yeah.
Well, not bounce, but just set it down there. It should come all the way back.
Oh, sure.
Right. So
Don't go like that. Go like this.
yeah, bring it all the way back to where it started.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a little more range of motion that way. That's good for the knee joints if you got some stiff knees, which is a pretty popular thing. Right, that's a problem. Next thing, straight leg. Oh, so you can do this with one leg, and you may have to scoot to the edge of the chair a little bit. And if you look at my foot, the knee is straight, the leg is straight, and so it's like you got a windshield wiper. Let your foot the windshield wiper, go right to left. And what that does is that rotates the hip joint. If you got some hip problems, some hip arthritis, this is a nice one to do to get that synovial fluid working, non-weight bearing.
A lot of times people are tight with this whole going in.
Yeah.
That internal rotation.
Yeah. Maybe a tight piriformis, Bob.
It could be.
Yeah.
A tight capsule, hip capsule.
You know, I should have mentioned this a little bit. We did at the beginning, but make sure you continue to breathe as you do these. Keep those muscles loose, oxygen going in. Everything is going to work much better. And then both feet out in front of you, or you can do one foot at a time, but ankle pumps. Pull your toes up as far as you can. You should feel a stretch right back there in those calves and then down. So don't work them real fast. It's a nice even pace.
Great for circulation.
Oh yeah, this is not only for that, but it's going to help your balance when you're up walking around. It helps those ankle muscles stay active.
So it's helping swelling a little bit.
Yeah. Just get some more of that, right? Yeah. The old pump.
Good one you can use throughout the day. Swelling.
Okay, then now we're going to work on that breathing one more time to finish up. Yeah, arms up in the air like this. Yeah, this is a great day. There you go. Wow, why? Here we are. Now enjoy these exercises. Now that took us just.
Remember, you guys, it only takes 5 minutes a day to keep a nice, healthy, active lifestyle. Anyone can do it. You just got to commit to yourself and your health.